Hello adventurers, it is I, Solus Venture, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we have a special video. We are going to be doing two things. So one, I am going to announce my giveaway, and I'll be celebrating 1K subscribers here on YouTube. Thank you all so much for all the support. And two, we are going to be doing an unboxing of Shadows of Kilforth. To start off, I will give you some details on the giveaway. So first off, thank you so much for all the support and the comments, and I am just really thankful that you guys are enjoying all my adventures that I'm sharing here. And I'm also very happy that my content is inspiring and useful, especially when it comes to the new beginner series that I'm doing this month and a couple of my solo tabletop RPG tips for newbies. So thank you. And now for details about my giveaway, there will be one winner, and that winner will win a $50 gift card. So it's an online gift card to Drive-Thru RPG. And if you are not familiar with Drive-Thru RPG, I will post a link and you can explore the site. But basically, it's this huge hub of all things tabletop RPG related. So that could be anything from like solo RPGs, even like old school RPGs that is like kind of hard to find like in person. It's just, there's so many. And there's a ton of RPGs that indie designers love to share on that site. So highly recommend. It is a fabulous site with just so much on there. And so this giveaway, so it starts today and it will close August 1st at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. And so when that day arrives, I will be closing the giveaway, and a couple days after that I will just do like a random generator picker kind of thing, and I will contact the winner and announce it to everyone on my social media platforms. And so to enter, all you need to do is to just fill out the form in the description below. There will be a couple of questions, your name, I need an email, and please make sure that email is an email that you check kind of somewhat regularly. I just don't want anything to be like holding back when it comes to like communicating with the winner. And then third, just your social media username and the platform that you like connect with me on. And then the other questions there are just kind of optional. I would just love to hear if you have any feedback on my channel, or if there's something that you really want to see more of. I would love to know. And you also have a chance to share with me if you have like a blog or a channel that you want me to check out. I would love to support you in that way. So anyways, fill out the form and you have entered into the drawing. So that is my giveaway announcement. Now we are going to be opening Shadows of Kilforth by Tristan Hall. So if you are not familiar with the Kilforth series, it starts off with, we have here, Gloom of Kilforth. So we have Gloom of Kilforth, and then it goes into Shadows of Kilforth, and then it ends with Call of Kilforth. Call of Kilforth is my favorite because I love the nautical theme here, but all three basically play the same. The only difference is with Call of Kilforth, there's some adjusted kind of rules because of that nautical theme. And so here you'll be kind of like exploring the land, whereas in Call of Kilforth, you actually have a chance to kind of explore the oceans and the deep waters there. So we will be doing an unboxing. And this is the base game. And first off, before I even open this thing, I want to give a big thank you to Tristan Hall and the team for sending me all these goodies. I have been obsessed since day one of my solo board gaming journey. I fell in love with Call of Kilforth, and from there, I have just kind of collected the Kilforth games, and now, thanks to them, I am able to complete my Kilforth series games collection. So thank you so much to Tristan Hall and his team. And so we will be opening up the base game here. And so you can see here, it's pretty much the same kind of setup for all three. And I love the theme of this one. This one looks very, very different. It kind of has that like Eastern, like Asian kind of influences with their art and the culture here. Oh, here's like a cool little catalog that you can see all of his different games here. And so yeah, so this is the one that we have here. So you can see we will be seeing some like martial artists, some samurais, and so I'm really excited to kind of get into that theme as well, since it's really different from just kind of my usual board games. So this is Shadows of Kilforth, and you can see that the rulebook is quite long. And I do remember when I was first learning how to play Call of Kilforth, I was a little overwhelmed because of how long the rulebook is. But if you just break it down, it will actually help kind of get all that information into your head. And so if you just break it down into like sections, like here we have the setup, and then we have the card anatomy. And so I think the card anatomy, you don't really need to get into yet. I guess, like, if you want to learn how to play, I would just go through the different actions that you can do, then the setup, and then as you play, you can look at the different card anatomy and all the parts that make up the card and your like characters, your races, the classes, etc. And so I would say to don't be overwhelmed with the rule book, but just to break it down. And now look at all these cool tokens. Ugh, and I love like the art of like the rose here. Oh, and there we go. We have our characters here as well. So that's really cool. If you have watched my other videos, you may actually recognize some of these characters, like you'll see in Creole Manor, for example. And I've seen some like backlash from like a couple of people saying that they don't like when art is kind of reused, but I personally don't mind it because it kind of fits with the theme, because this is all set in the same world of Kilforth. So I think it kind of makes sense for Tristan and his team to kind of reuse certain images and such for their games. So anyways, and then we have these nice reference guides. I love putting this out here. Like I put it on like a little stand as I play, um, and it is very helpful. So don't be overwhelmed by that rule book, because these are just really good summaries for Gloom of Kilforth veteran heroes. And so here's just new kind of game elements. So see, there's only like a couple. Like it's not too much there. And then let's see. I guess we can go through. Yes. So all of these look familiar. We have the gold, the obstacles, our health, and like the fate tokens. We also have like the hiding tokens to show that your character is hidden. And then we have dice, of course. And then these are really nice dividers to help organize all the bajillion cards in here. Oh, look at these fresh cards. Look at that. So we have here the Desolate City, we have the Arid Ruins, and then the Imperial Forest. That's really cool. And then, and then these are our totems when we finish our personal sagas here. Oh, these are really cool. Again, I just love the art here. And I love how it's just seen throughout all the Kilforth games. So I love how it's it feels very familiar. Like I feel right at home, honestly. So there we go. And then look at this. So these are the forest encounters here. We have a druid, gardener. Oh my goodness, inquisitor. Yeah, these are so cool. Whoa, that's a cool image of a spider. Workshop. Look at all that. So yeah, these are so pretty. Oh yeah, this one. This is the cover of Shadows. Oh, that's so nice. The comet. Really cool. Okay, so we have the forest, and then here we have the mountains. Oh, so look at all of these. These are so cool. Oh, the phoenix. That's really cool. A hungry eagle. The dark fortress. Ooh, this looks like this almost looks like Creel Manor. I feel like that's Creel Manor, right? Anyways, yeah, these are really pretty. The screaming statue. Man-eating tiger. All right, so we have opened up the forest, and then these little ones are our skill cards. So when we level up, we can choose different skill cards depending on the classes that you've chosen for your character. Oh, this is cool. Jiu-jitsu. What else? Oh, doctor, professor. That's really cool. Alchemist. Okay, so these are the arcane ones. And then here we have martial, armorer, scavenger, peacemaker, sword dancer. That's really cool. Oh, a deadeye. Yeah. Taekwondo. Oh, that's so sick. Karate. Yeah, so these are awesome. And then we have the rebel kung fu over here for the rebel. That's really cool. Nice. So these are our skill cards here. So we have plains here. Oh, and then the Badlands are over here. Okay, cool. So let's do. So we have here the Badlands, or sometimes I like to call them swamps. But look at all these potential encounters. These are really cool. Ooh, a fallen shrine. Bribed. Insulted. Oh, that's so cool. Lord's invitation. Disguised noble spirit. See again, like the Eastern kind of influences in art's really cool. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we have here the Badlands. Then we have here the Plains. The martial artist. We have the maiden here. Fortune teller. Ooh, a tomb robber. That's cool. Oh, this is really pretty. The jailer. Actor. Ooh, a mist dragon. A wild claw camp. Anyway, so yeah, these are really pretty. Ooh, this is a nice image here. Poetry competition. That's cool. Ooh, a wedding. All right, so these are the plains. And then, oh, I forgot about these. Oh, and then here we have the ancients. So these are the evil ancients that we could possibly encounter in Kilforth. The Reaver of Malice, Bishop of Pride, Render of Flesh, the Sign of Sorrow. Yeah, so any of these. Yeah, so it could be any one of these ancients that we would be coming across. And then these are the ancient abilities here. And then now we have our classes. Ooh, so we could be a sorcerer, diabolist, samurai. I would love to be a samurai. Lordless bushi, choir monk, Rosen chevalier. Ooh, or a ninja. Oh, that's so cool. Yakuza? Yakuza? Oh, that's so cool. I feel like I would want to be. I definitely want to try to be a samurai. That'd be really cool. Okay, so these are our classes here. So we have classes, the ancient abilities, and the ancients. And then we have here. Look at this. So for all of the races, they're both double sided. So we have like the female and the male version. Yeah, so if you want like a female representing character, you can see the art on these. These are all so gorgeous. The Watcher's really cool. Spirit Walker's cool too. Ooh, what? Oh, these are so sick. That's really cool. Okay, so yeah, and then if you want the male presenting ones, yeah, all the guys look cool too. Yeah, look at all that. So these are your races, and then these are your classes. This is where we go into um, the personal sagas here. Oh, okay. So it's organized like this. So we have chapter 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. So Tomb of Ancients would be here. Actually, yeah, I guess I can organize that right now. So there's Tomb of Ancients, and then we have Imposter King. Okay. So these are potential sagas that we can choose. And then Haunted Past. So we have here. Cool. And then we have, what is this? Capture, Lawbreaker, Farmer's Daughter, The Great Feast Hall, and the Recover Heirloom. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so these are all potential personal sagas that we can explore. And then we have our spells. And we have spells and we have titles. So these are things that you can be rewarded when you defeat certain foe or certain quests through whatever you encounter in the world of Kilforth here. So you can get all these really cool spells. This one's super pretty. So these are, ooh, that's a cool image there. So these are different ones that you can possibly gain as an award. And then we have here titles. Chariot Rider would be cool. Yeah, contest winner. Ooh, property owner. That's always nice. That is a dream someday of mine. Wolf Keeper. Oh, that would be cool too. Maybe that could be a dream of mine too. Elevated Spouse. A dashing hero. We have Victor. An Ox Rider. Whoa, that's cool. Okay, so we have plots here. So plots can definitely make the game really hard. And then we have the night phase. So for the night phase, this is your timer essentially for the game. So if you have not defeated the ancient yet, and this night card deck is completely empty, then you have lost. And so there are a bunch of different events that can happen when you encounter a night phase card, but some of these events could also be helpful for you as well. So it just really depends. You never really know what you're going to get. But yeah, they could be either helpful or harmful. So different things will happen on the night card, but there are also certain locations that will fall into gloom as well. So that's something that you have to keep in mind when you have to encounter a night card. So that happens at the end of your turn. And then these plot cards just make the game harder. If you do want to start off just as like as your first game, I recommend to not play with the plot cards. I'm pretty sure Tristan also recommends that too, but it just adds a little more complexity to the game, and it also gives the ancients a chance to I guess, get stronger at the end of the game. So if there are certain plot cards that aren't defeated, then these would be applied to the ancient and they would just be harder to beat. So those are the plot cards. The last deck here. Okay, so we have the rest of the location cards here, and then we have items and our allies. So let's go through the location cards because I always love looking through the location cards here. Ooh, this is really pretty. Celestial Tree, Divine Heights, Eastern Marches. Ooh, this kind of gives me Lord of the Rings kind of vibes, like in Mordor or something. Fool's Den. We have the Nesting Woods. We have Black Swamp, Spider Grove. Ooh, definitely do not want to go through there. The Serpent Lake. Maybe I want to visit the Serpent Lake. It looks pretty. And then we have the Smoky Mesa, Dark Pinnacle, Wild Heart. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Sea of Clouds, Frozen Portal. This is really cool. Ooh, and this is our starting location for when we begin the game. This is Moneshoba Shrine. That's really pretty. And then this is Heaven's Gates. Ooh, this image is also used in Creel Manor. I think it's like the gates of the Creel Manor estate. And then Frost Bridge. What is this? Oria Crags. Couch of Death. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is like another starting point maybe that you could choose. Not sure. I'll have to like look through the rulebook there, but that's definitely new. But yeah, so these are all the locations. So that is the base game. And then we also have, actually, I guess I'll cover this really quick. And then we have our items and our allies. I really love getting items because sometimes like they have really, really cool different like weapons that would be useful for not just your like fight dice, but also like different things here. Like they have here, this could be added for your sneak. This could be for influence or like for a spell. We have different armor here, and then potions, as you can see. So, oh, look at all of that art. So cool. Oh, this is really pretty. A silk robe, tobacco pipe, oh, a bow staff. Yeah, so these are all different items that we can get for our character. And we also have here allies. So allies are also really helpful. It's also interesting because I know sometimes there are different allies that you could like sacrifice and that can like add like another added benefit to like a certain like action that you want to do. But yeah, so these are all the different, what is this, footpad? So these are all the different types of allies that could join you in your adventure. Yeah, I really like to befriend some allies. They're very, very helpful here. Yeah, so this makes up the base game for Shadows of Kilforth. And I guess I can like organize the cards now. So that is the base game of Shadows of Kilforth. And then now we have some other extra things that we can open. So these are all kind of like expansions that you can add to your adventure. It's not necessary, but we have here Shadows of Kilforth Adventures. 54 brand new, unique, and gorgeously illustrated cards to add to your games of Shadows of Kilforth. Adventures adds even more stunning content to your encounter and reward decks to enhance the variety and narratives of your journeys through the world of Kilforth. Simply shuffle the extra cards into your game and you are ready to go. But look, so we have brand new titles here. So that's really cool. Oh, and look, and we also have new encounters for mountains. Oh wow, these are really cool. Anti-magic field. Interesting. So yeah, so we have here mountains, items. We have Badlands here. Oh, these are really cool. Ooh, the Oni. That's such a sick art for an Oni. Tengu. Aviary. Cool. Alright, so these are Badland encounters. And now we have spells. Oh, yep, I recognize this one for Creel Manor. And then here we have Plains. This guy looks really happy, this innkeeper. So cool. Aw, romantic interest. Yeah, that's super cool. So new items. Ooh, the rain cape. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Ally over here. Ooh, that's a nice art for an archer. Adventurer, an athlete. The beggar. Ooh, witch doctor. Oh, and the seer. Yeah, some of these I recognize in the other games. And then lastly, we have forest. So these are all the potential encounters. Oh, this is really cool. This is the Gloom of Kilforth cover. Called Home. Oh, that's so cool. I will definitely add these to my adventures in Shadows. So sick. Dark Shadows. So in here, a set of 14 duplicate cards that are already in Shadows of Kilforth, but with original artwork that was either a bit too terrifying or a bit too racy for the base game. So these are the other artwork. Okay, cool. Whoa, that's sick. Okay, sweet. So this is the original one. That might be a little too dark for the base game. And then these are new tales. So new tales here includes 36 brand new, unique, and gorgeously illustrated cards to add, and there are 8 new race and class standees. So new ancients, new ancient abilities, new encounters, new races, new classes, and new rewards. Oh, look at all these standees. Oh, these are cool. So we have plains, forests, ancient abilities. Okay, then here are the new races, ancients, and then we have new classes here, spells, badlands, title, ally, item, and mountain. Okay, cool. So we have 4 locations. So we have these mountain ones, and then a title here, the ancients. Ooh, this is really cool. So these are different ancients too we could possibly encounter in our Kilforth adventure in Shadows. And then these are other classes. We have Scribe, Barbarian, Ronin, Eremite. That one is Shadows of Kilforth, New Tales. We have Pimp My Shadows. So like bigger cards, we have more dice, more standees, and a way bigger bag. And I also like these too. So all the standees are in here, which is really nice. So that's really cool. And then more baggies, which is always helpful. But I also like these reference guides and how they're kind of like in a little trifold here, so that's nice. Oh, so this is nice. This will definitely add more space as I play. So that's cool. Yeah, so that's really nice. Sweet. This I have been waiting for. I am so excited to open up the Shadows of Kilforth miniatures. And I do love minis, I will say, but also minis aren't necessary for a game to be good. Because I also just like, I don't mind like the wooden meeples, but because of my love of Kilforth, I mean, having Kilforth miniatures is cool too. Oh, these are so sick. Wow, really good quality. And the detail on these minis. Whoa, this is really cool. I have so much respect for people who do miniature painting. I definitely can't do that, and I have too many hobbies, so. But wow, look at the detail of like the belt. And then like the armor. So sick. Wow. Oh my god, these are so sick. So cool. If you are in the US, unfortunately, I think this is just for US, but if you're interested in getting your hands on one of the Kilforth games, Tristan's actually doing a Kickstarter. So you can get your hands on a reprint if you want to back the Kickstarter there. So, anyways, yeah, so that is it for today's like unboxing video as we were exploring Shadows of Kilforth. So let me know if you have played this game or if you're like interested. I can give you more of my thoughts too if you want. I have a playthrough on my channel here of just a very basic overview of the rules, and that was where I was playing, I believe, the first one. So that was where I was playing Gloom of Kilforth. But essentially, it's all pretty much the same. The theme is definitely a little different, as you know. I really hope you enjoyed this chill video of just going through Shadows of Kilforth, and where I announced my giveaway. So make sure you enter and fill out that form and enter into my giveaway here. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much, adventurers, for joining me. And again, thank you so much for the 1,000 and plus subs on YouTube. And I will see you next time.